Hey, Forge fans, Anthony Urciuoli with you. Three keys to the match presented by Volkswagen. The match in question is a huge one for Forge FC at home. 5 o'clock Saturday at Tim Hortons Field against Cavalry FC. The two sides renewing their rivalry, and also both clubs looking to kind of get back on track here and climb the table. Both clubs just a few points at a top spot on the CPL table. Cavalry Forge ranked second and third, with Forge having a match in hand. So a big one, big 3 points on the line. Both clubs want all three. For Forge to get all three, here is key number one. Don't think. I know. It seems overly simplistic and also maybe doesn't make a lot of sense. Forge FC, their bread and butter, why they're so effective, is the tempo and the pace in which they play, especially when they're at their best. It looks like a well-oiled machine. There's no thought. It's just reaction. It's players relying on their skill, relying on the tactics, relying on their knowledge, and just playing loose. Yeah, they're playing tough. Yeah, they're playing physical, but they're playing loose. They're not letting their brains kind of second guess and overthink. And when things aren't going well, it's human nature. You're going to second guess. You're going to overthink. You're going to force things a little bit and try to force the issue. And that's where Forge has gotten into trouble. So they are looking to get back to what makes them great and so effective and so difficult to play against. Up-tempo, less thinking, more reaction. Head coach and technical director for Forge FC, Bobby Smyrniotis, talked about the fact that when Forge is playing well, it looks very natural.
Yeah, I think we haven't had flow to our game. We're our best, and we've shown that in the majority of their season. When we're playing football, when we're in possession, we're retaining the ball in the right areas of the field. And I think in the last couple of games, we haven't done that. It's not over the period of the 5 games where maybe we haven't won a game, because that's not the scenario, but at least our last 2 games, we didn't show that in our play. And I think that's what makes us the team we are. So we need to make sure that that's the standard that we bring out to tomorrow's match.
And Forge defender Dominik Samuel, who, by the way, his next match will be his 100th. He commented on that. But staying with the first key as well, and not to get too far off topic, but Dominic Samuel talked about the mental aspect of the game and how that's been playing some tricks on the club during their recent stretch of losses and draws.
A lot of it. Yeah, I would say about 90% of it's mental. Once you're there, then everything else just kind of comes naturally.
All right, so a little more on Dominic Samuel here before we move on to our second key for Forge FC. The first one being don't think. Something Dominic Samuel's been thinking about, and it's hard not to. If you've been to Tim Hortons Field to watch a match, if you've seen it on TV, maybe you've seen images of it, but there's a giant banner in the supporter section where the Barton Battalion are, and it says, "If Dom scores, we riot." Dom's been around for a while. He's a true center back, so he's not counted on or expected to necessarily score goals. But how great would it be for Dominic Samuel to score his first pro goal in the CPL at home in his 100th match? I mean, surely the riots would be out of hand, but maybe kind of worth it. Here's Dominic Samuel on his potential to start a riot. Hey, Dom, there's an entire supporter section that claims they're going to riot if you score. We've seen it all season now.
Right.
We need to know, will this be the match where you jump into the box on a set piece or something and give them their goal?
I hope so. Yeah. Lately I have been getting in the box for some corners and stuff, so hopefully I can get on the end of one.
Dom, you talked about how much you want to score. How much are you going to bribe Bobby then if a PK opportunity comes up?
I'm going to do everything I possibly can to actually get that. But no, it depends on the situation, obviously.
Yeah, Dom, if you were to score this weekend, obviously it'd be pretty good timing, as you could become the Canadian Premier League's 5th Centurion, making your 100th appearance as a Forge player. What would that mean to you, and obviously the run you've been on with this club?
It would mean a lot, actually. I've thought about it. Actually scoring a goal my first professional goal, this game kind of it would mean everything. My time here at Forge has been incredible. Very thankful for the opportunity that these guys have given me, just to play here and abroad kind of thing. So it'd be a special moment for me, especially in my career.
All right, there's Dominic Samuel, and here is our second key to the match for Forge FC against Cavalry this weekend. Silence the set piece. Cavalry FC is maybe the best in the league when it comes to generating offense and generating chances, quality chances, off of set pieces. It's part of their bread and butter approach, and it makes teams, when a team is that good on their set pieces, you start maybe even second guessing the way you go in with your challenges and trying not to, put your team in a position where they're having to defend a set piece in a dangerous position. Let's go back to Dominic Samuel, now Forge defender, and his thoughts on defending those set pieces. Because at the end of the day, you can avoid them, but they are unavoidable in a lot of respects. And also, they're not always the worst. It's not always the worst thing in the world to give up a set piece. But when Forge does, here's Dominic Samuel on how Forge can defend.
As long as you stay focused, dead ball situations, you know what I mean? If you pick up your man right away, organize, I think, that'll stop any type of set piece that they have.
All right, so key 1, don't think. Key 2, silence the set piece. Key number 3 for Forge FC, Tim's tone setters. Tim Hortons Field needs to be a scary place for teams to come and have to play matches. Now, Forge will tell you they play their best football at Tim Hortons Field, and certainly we've all been witness to that. But it could be better. They've dropped points at home, a place they're just not used to dropping points, and it's happened a few times this season. So if you're Forge, you want to set the tone at home right off the opening kickoff. By the way, this is our home. These are our fans. You're in our city. It is going to be the most difficult 90 minutes you've ever experienced, and it's going to happen from, bell to bell, whistle to whistle, however you want to put it, from start to finish. And Forge FC still, they've asserted it, but I think they can further assert it. Here's Coach Bobby Smyrniotis, and Forge is home field advantage.
I think the most important thing is we know we're usually our best when we play at home. We're able to assert ourselves in the style of play, and I think we've also been very good away from home this year as well. There's 6 games to go, 4 of them are here, so we know the importance of each game that we play here in front of our fans, which will give us great energy and push us forward to the opponent's goal. So we need to make sure that that's an advantage for us.
All right, there's Bobby, and there are your 3 keys to the match. Don't think, silence the set piece, and Tim's tone setters. If you have not, head on over to forgefc.ca and purchase your tickets for this match, this playoff-like match. Quick look at the overall standings. Atletico Ottawa in top spot with 40 points. They play 23 matches. Cavalry level on matches with Ottawa, and they're 2 points back. Forge at 36 points. They have a match in hand on both Ottawa and Cavalry, but they're 4 points at a top spot and 2 back of Cavalry with 6 matches remaining. Valor level on points with Forge, but have played 1 more match. And Pacific FC on the outside of the playoff picture, outside of the top 4. They are 1 point back of both Valor and Forge. Pacific have a match in hand on Valor. So you can see how important this match is for both Cavalry and for Forge. Forge, though, looking to end that 5-game winless skid with a draw sandwiched in between a couple of losses. After just not long before that, Forge had a 6-game winning streak. In fact, the last 5 matches, I know we've talked about it before, but it's just to show how kind of Jekyll and Hyde those 2 stretches have been. Forge have scored 2 goals in their last 5 matches. Their 5 matches previous, they scored 15. 15 goals versus 2 in the same amount of time. So it's been an odd stretch of matches, and those results, most of them have come away from home, the negative ones. So Forge is back home now. 6 matches remaining. 4 of those are going to be at home, and another 4 wins, just based on historical context and teams that have finished atop of the CPL table. 5 should almost guarantee you top spot. 4 matches could probably get it done as well, and you have 4 more at home. So Ford's still very much in the driver's seat if they do want to take control of their final destiny here at the end of the regular season, and not just qualify for the postseason, but finish in first, at least in the top 2, to at least guarantee yourself at least 1 home match in the playoffs, hopefully 2. Now, the match at hand, Forge Cavalry, Saturday, kickoff just after 5 o'clock. It's the September special. Head on over to foragefc.ca. For $29.99, you can purchase a gold level ticket, so great seats, also a bench beer sampling, courtesy of Bench Brewing Company. So beer and a ticket for $30, also beers $5 up until kickoff. Also, it's Greek night at Tim Hortons Field. Now, as someone who learned recently, thanks to a DNA test, that I am 0.3% Greek, I'd really love it for you to come to Tim Hortons Field and celebrate my newfound ethnicity. And you should also know, we don't know how much longer it'll be there. You know, the wet weather permitting, you never know. But this Saturday at Tim Hortons Field, the Tipley Fan Zone will be fully engaged. You get inflatables, games, prizes, a lot of family fun happening in the south end zone where the Tipley Fan Zone is. Head on over there before kickoff and enjoy all the fun. Plenty of games, inflatables, characters, mascots, all kinds of things happening. A lot of fun, a lot of family fun. And you can also buy beer in that part of this. So it's fun. It's literally fun for the entire family. I'll be there. I hope to see you there after the match. Stay tuned for the match in review following Forge and Cavalry. All right. Enjoy.
We are the Forge, the mighty, mighty Forge. You just don't think you understand.
Forge FC is ready, and now you are too. This has been 3 Keys to the Match on the Forge Audio Network. Keep up to date on your Forge FC by subscribing to the Forge Audio Network on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts.